What is going on, Headliner Nation? Welcome to the Week 13 Weekend Review Tailgate Show. In other words, Ethan's still here and we're ending the week, on a high note. We got a great show. The show today, is this our best tailgate show we've ever had?
This is, without a doubt, the most entertaining tailgate show we've ever done.
Do you think it's because you're here?
100%. It's all my fault.
All right, well, if you're looking for
all the credit.
If you're looking for certain segments, they're down below. There's some timestamps there. If that's what you're looking for, hit the like button for timestamps. But like usual, we got to start it off with some end of the week news here first, and we got some updated information. Now, a lot more information can be found in Ethan's injury video from earlier today, so make sure you check that one out, and also our start, sits, and rankings videos. But now we have found out that Justin Fields is a full go. He's going to play, so that will change in my rankings. He is now up to quarterback 10 overall. How about Michael Carter? Doubtful to play for the New York Jets, which means Ty Johnson and Zonovan Knight, they need to be moved up the rankings as well. But I can't go too high because I still believe that they're both going to be used in this offense. Right now I have Bam Knight at 23, Ty Johnson sitting at 33 with 10 spots different. Maybe if you're in a full PPR league though, Ty Johnson may be a little bit more appealing to you. David Njoku, not going to be out there for you this week, and make sure he is not in your lineup. Doug Peterson has come out and said that Travis Etienne is quote unquote good to go. Do you have a warm fuzzy about Etienne?
No, I don't trust that at all. I do think he'll play, though, which is what I said in the injury show, so you should check that out. Get my full take.
Your full take.
Full take.
Full take. That's what we're looking for, is full takes here. Lamar Jackson, also good to go. He should be out there this weekend. Aaron Rodgers going to suit up and play against the Chicago Bears, which means I have moved him up in my rankings as well to quarterback 15. Not overly high, because dude is like one sack away from being hit in the ribs again and ruining your fantasy day, so I don't want to put him too high. Mike Williams, he is out. He will not be playing. Brandon Cooks has been scratched. Make sure he's not in your lineup. He probably wasn't in your lineups anyway, but if he was, make sure he's out. Kadarius Toney, he's not going to be in your lineups this weekend. How about this one? And you're a Steelers fan.
I am a Steelers fan, it's true.
Najee going to play.
Hey, we'll take it, I guess.
You'll guess, but that means that you're also probably going to have a mixture of Najee, maybe Jalen Warren, probably maybe some Benny Snell.
Yeah.
Maybe even Anthony. You may have a 3 to 4 way backfield.
Yeah.
For the Pittsburgh Steelers. And a lot of people had so many questions after the rankings video. Hey, why didn't you even rank Jalen Warren? It's for reasons like this. We do not know what is actually going to happen. And I have to think that those touches are going to be split. So none of those guys are going to break into my top 25. And then Joe Mixon, still in concussion protocol.
Surprising.
That's not really a good sign considering it's Friday. He still has time to clear. He could still play, but you need to make sure you have a backup plan just in case. Samaje Perine, more than capable, if you have him on your bench, just to slot him into Mixon's spot if needed, if he's ruled out. But that's going to do it for the end of the week news. Everything else we've basically covered in our videos this week, which means, Ethan, it's time to give things away. And we give things away all the time. Now, in last week's show, I was kicked back because my back had basically gone out and I was in some pain.
Yeah, you called me up.
I did. I asked for help. I was
Here I am. I just showed up.
We planned it months in advance.
I knew.
You knew it was going to happen.
That effect.
But I said in that show that in this show today, I was going to announce a winner of a signed Terry McLaurin jersey, which Ethan is currently holding. He was holding it dangerously close to his lower regions, though, so make sure you take into account that when you open up the box. But let me announce this winner here first, and then we're going to get into some other stuff. The winner that was randomly selected from last week's comment section was none other than Terry Hudak. Now, if you've watched our live shows, you know about Terry Hudak, because whenever I see him in the chat, I cannot help myself. I'm always going, Hudak, Hudak, Hudak Terry in this chat. Terry Hudak, congratulations. Make sure you send me an email over to info@thefantasyheadliners.com from this account right here, and we'll hook you up with this signed jersey. But I found that it would only be fitting, since Ethan is here, that he would get to pick the items that we look at for this week. Now, just a reminder, if you want to get in on these giveaways, you got to hit the like button, leave a comment down below, let us know that you're interested, and then make sure you have a free account. It costs you absolutely nothing. Free. Just make sure you use referral code headliners when you sign up for a free account on pristineauction.com. And then you are entered into all of our upcoming giveaways, and they're going to go all the way through 2023. So we're not stopping anytime soon. You may want to make sure you have that account signed up. If you get picked for a win and you don't have a free account signed up, Ethan, it doesn't count.
Oh, no.
You got to make sure you have that set up and good to go.
Jake, I got to know, has that ever happened where somebody has signed up?
One time.
And won and did not have a sign up?
One time.
Brutal.
But you know what we did?
We cried for their behalf.
I'm a man of the people. So when I heard back that the account wasn't signed up, I gave them an opportunity to go, you better go do it right now. If you can't do it, they did it right then.
Well, yeah, I'd hope
they dropped what they were doing.
That's only one time.
Yeah.
We're only doing that one time. We're warning you.
I don't know. I'm a nice guy.
I'm not.
I would probably continue to do it.
No, I wouldn't.
Oh, that's why you don't always do this.
I wouldn't be able to give anything away. I'd just keep it all myself, Jake, if I'm being honest.
I mean, I think a lot of people out there would understand and believe that.
Yeah.
Okay, now, do you want to dive into the box and see what we have to give away?
Yeah, let me see. We got the box over here off screen, Jake. Let me just see what I got in here. That's terrible.
Terrible.
No. I'm not feeling it. I'm not feeling it, Jake. Nah. Not good enough. It's not good enough, Jake.
You need more for you.
Nothing's good. Wait. Jake, I have an idea.
Oh. Usually when you have an idea, it costs me a lot of money.
Jake, I have an idea. Here, come here.
I mean, Ethan wants to give away something high dollar. High dollar.
Big money.
Jason, you want to, jeez, you want to dive into the ball bag?
Into the ball bag, Jake. Look at how smooth this ball bag is. This is a nice material. Nice bag here.
It's a nice ball bag.
This is, shout out to Manscaped for how smooth this ball bag is.
I don't know if they trimmed it.
They might have.
Okay, so
Can we show it?
Okay, well, here's the deal. I gotta preface this with something first.
Oh, what?
If we're giving away,
you said I just pick whatever I want.
Wait a second, I am speaking.
Oh, sorry.
If you want to go with something that is this high level, which is one of probably the most expensive items we've ever given away.
This is filthy.
This is what we're gonna do. People need to let us know down below they're interested, but I'm gonna give this away during the live stream tomorrow.
Yeah.
I will pick a winner out of the chat to give this away to tomorrow, 8 p.m. Eastern on our live stream. So you're gonna have to come check it out.
Do we show them what it is?
I mean, at this point, you've already opened up your ball bag. You might as well pull out your ball.
Open. Oh, Jake, man, let me tell you, this may not make it because this is something I want. Oh man. You can't read that. It says Bengals on it, but look at this. Look at that, Jake.
That is a signed Joe Burrow Cincinnati Bengals football.
This is filthy.
That is sick.
In not a dirty way.
No, it's clean.
Cool way.
It's perfectly clean.
Way cooler than anything else you've ever given away on the show.
Man, that is...
Because this is my giveaway.
I don't know if anyone out there says, you know what? I don't really want a signed Joe Burrow football that's worth $500.
How could you? This thing is... Man, this is nice.
I want it.
Dang.
Who else out there giving away $500 Joe Burrow footballs?
I don't know.
Out of Ethan's bag.
Do they get the bag too?
Depends.
We'll see.
We'll see. We'll see if we send them the ball bag as well. But if you're interested, like I said, make sure you have that free account signed up at Pristine Auction. You don't want to be ticked tomorrow and not have an account, Ethan, because I don't know if I would be that nice during a live stream. I would cry too, especially if that was the prize right there. Have that account signed up.
Oh my goodness.
But now is the time. Since the doc was here with me, let's just dive right in. First off here to show us your teams. All right, here we go. It's week 13. It's time for Show Us Your Teams. Ethan, we didn't do it last week. Actually, I did a small version of this last week by myself, and it was just not the same, but it was Thanksgiving week, and I wanted to make sure you had some time off. So, you're welcome.
You know, I appreciate that, Jake. And if you're wondering why it looks like my background has changed, it's because we're actually in the same room, believe it or not, Jake.
That I can't really. There he is. Shh.
Don't be like that, Jake.
The doc is actually in the house legit right now. But you know what? We're going to have some fun with Show Us Your Teams. We got 5 teams that we're going to go through and really discuss in depth, Ethan. And we're going to pick these teams apart. Are you ready to do this?
It's my favorite show of the week.
Perfect. Here we go. Let's go with the first one here. We got the Alabama Cousins. And I feel like this is a play on words. Obviously, it's an Alabama, university, fan. I mean, you got the logo right there. It says Cousins. Now, right off the bat, I don't see Kirk Cousins on this roster, so that could be a point deduction right off the bat. But we'll look here in a second.
Do you think he was going for that, Jake? I don't know if he was actually going for that.
I don't think so. It would have made more sense to me had it been like that.
Yeah.
But now it just makes me think like they're marrying their cousins or something.
Well, and maybe he's just not a big fan of Alabama. I don't know. Hard to say.
That's another that's possible right there too, for sure. All right, let's look at this game. We got an 8-team PPR with 2 quarterbacks.
Okay. I'm okay with that.
He's 8-4, first in the league. He's got Justin Herbert and Jimmy G. Whole lot of fanciness going on right there with those two.
So fancy.
Then we got Derrick Henry with that's a nice crown.
Yeah.
I had to do a double take. I didn't know if that was a sticker or if that was a drawing. It looks like a drawing to me.
It's a drawing, yeah. Clearly a crown.
Yeah, clearly a crown. And then we got Kenneth Walker III.
Yeah.
Followed by the wide receivers of Jalen Waddle. And I don't know if that is a penguin.
That's a penguin.
Okay, that's a penguin.
That's a penguin, Jake.
It's definitely a bird. And then we also got T. Higgins. Followed by the Muth, Pat Fryermuth. He lost Zach Ertz. In his flex spot, Travis Etienne and Keenan Allen. Good to have Keenan Allen back.
Yeah.
Now, on the bench, we got Ryan Tannehill, Alvin Kamara,
Hey, if we keep saying it like this, stuff might start levitating in here, Jake.
Yeah,
so let's not get too into this.
It sounds like a weird chant probably on the outside of this room. And now we also got Damian Pierce, Jeff Wilson, Mike Evans, Debo Samuel, Devontae Smith. Obviously an 8-team league. You are stacked. He's got the hashtag Headliner Nation, and he was kind enough to include my Twitter handle on the bottom.
Yeah, here's the thing, Jake, is you can get away with this when I'm not in the room with you. But I saw you put his name over my name, and get this, Kyle's name. Why was Kyle included? That I'm okay with. If we want to put Kyle under the name, that's fine. But I know that my hashtag is under there somewhere. Somewhere it is under there. But Heinz Kleinmeister's name was just too amazing to not have it included on the screen. Now, do you think that's his actual name, Jake?
Dude, I hope it's his actual name.
Gosh, I hope so. That's a great name.
Heinz, if you have a government-issued ID, can you just like put your finger over all the important information and just let us see if that's your real name or not? Yeah. I may give you a free draft guide next year if that's your real name.
We'll see. It's probably like Klein, and he just added the Meister.
I mean,
yeah, we'll see if he can prove it.
And we'll see, can he come through, Heinz?
Prove it, yeah.
All right, so overall, I like the presentation.
Yes.
The football is a little lopsided on the top right-hand corner.
That's a Tom Brady football.
That is a deflated ball right there. Yeah. I like the red and white, the coloring, the separation of the lineups is great.
Yeah.
Obviously the team's stacked.
Yeah, the team's, it's an 8-team league, so.
Is there any changes that you look at right now and be like, you know what? I may change that here for this week. And what about Travis Etienne? Now, Travis Etienne is a guy who you've come out and said that we're not 100% sure he's going to be healthy. And look at the bench. Look at the opportunity on the bench.
Yeah.
Is there anyone that you would take out, or are you going to leave in Travis Etienne?
Well, I think it really depends on what happens with CMC too, because if CMC is out, I think Debo could slide into that spot, and I'd be okay with that.
Yep, just slide it right in.
Just slide
just like this,
it in.
like slide it into here.
Yeah, just slide it in. Yeah.
This is weird.
Yeah, no, it's odd to record in the same space, but I think the team's pretty good overall, and we'll see what happens with Etienne. They said it wasn't a big deal, but they took him out for the rest of the game. Teams just don't usually do that. So I don't trust it, Jake. I just don't trust it.
All right, what's your grade for this team? What's your grade for Heinz Kleinmeister?
The team is really solid at every position. He lost Zach Ertz, but he has what I would consider a better tight end option in Pat Freiermuth or Pecute Freiermuth. His A's look like Q's. No Cousins. We'll give him a half a point of deduction on that.
Okay.
Because I don't know. I think he was just going for the Alabama Cousins.
I got you.
Fun. But I still think the team's pretty good. So I'm going to go with like a solid B+ here.
I think that I was going to go A-, but because of the lack of Kirk Cousins on this roster, I'm going to have to agree with a solid B. I'm going to go with a solid B right here on this team. I mean, obviously it's stacked. It's hard to really pick apart an 8-team league, but overall the presentation would have liked to see a fully inflated ball.
Yeah, that would have helped. But I do like that the A is the actual logo, and I like that he's got like some candy cane striping going.
And
here.
It is the holiday season. Okay,
it's festive.
B+.
All right.
B+ all of a sudden now. All right,
I've sold him.
That's right. You did. Let's go to the next one here. Now we have the negotiator from local houseplant. We got a 12-team PPR, 8-4 in first place. Bunch of first-place teams out here in Headliner Nation.
Yeah, that's just what we do.
That's what we do. The negotiator is the team name. And here we go with the starters. Actually, let me see what all these other notes say first. Led the league with 7 trades thus far, so he's active in the trade market.
I love it.
I chose not to cover up your name in this one.
Yeah, but what's up with Kyle? How's Kyle making it on these?
Kyle has made it in back-to-back submissions and has never done Show Us Your Teams.
Not once. Do we think we should do Show Us Your Teams with Kyle? Let us know in the comments if you think we should do Show Us Your Teams with Kyle involved.
Maybe.
We'll see.
Maybe he could add something.
Probably not.
All right, let's see here. What else we got? He's got the hashtag Holden Chubb and Headliner Nation at the bottom. Starters, we got Joey B. We got another crown involved here for King Henry. Travis Etienne, a lot of the same players here. Stephon Diggs, hashtag Doomtar, Amon-Ra St. Brown. We got George Kittle, A.J. Brown, liking guys with the last name of Brown, apparently.
Yeah.
The Patriots and Daniel Carlson. And then on the bench, you got Tom Brady, DPJ, Greg Dulcich, Julio Jones, Darrell Henderson Jr. of now the Jacksonville Jaguars, and Demarcus Robinson of the Ravens. Now, on the surface, I look at the team, and I'm not making any changes to the roster as of right now. We just talked about Travis Etienne maybe not being 100%, but I don't know if I'm going to start Darrell Henderson over him right now. Now, maybe if Etienne were to be ruled out and not play, then all of a sudden Darrell Henderson becomes a little sneaky, but I don't think I'm going to do it just yet.
Well, he doesn't really have much in terms of running back depth after those starters.
That's a problem.
You know, that could hurt him in a week where Etienne may not play. But I still think, I mean, if Etienne's out, at least you have Darrell Henderson. He should slide into some type of role. I'm not a big believer in guys. We've seen it all year. The running backs that get traded to other teams have not done anything.
Nothing.
For any team this year. So do we really think that Darrell Henderson's going to be the guy that does it? I don't know. I don't think so.
Yeah, overall, I like the logo that is hand drawn on here.
Yes,
our logo.
That's nice.
That's
pretty good.
It's a damn above average logo.
Yeah, he didn't trace that. You can tell that was.
That's hand. That's freehand. Now here's the question, Ethan. Do you think that it took multiple attempts at this logo to get it right? I feel like he started off this process with the logo because you don't want to write all the teams and then screw up the logo and have to start over again. So I feel like he started with the logo, and once he got it right, then he just filled everything else around it.
Yeah, but man, really bold to write in pen. You know, there's no mistakes on this page. He's not scratched out anything that I can see.
No.
He one-taked this.
Maybe. I don't know. Look, there's some paper at the top. Maybe he's flipped.
Oh, yeah. Maybe he's flipping through. Yeah.
He's flipped to multiple papers, maybe.
Yeah, but the team's pretty good. I think the starters are great. I'm going to go with I'm going to still go with a B+ here. I feel like the bench, if something happens to Derrick Henry or Travis Etienne that costs them the rest of the year, this could be a team that gets upset in the playoffs, and that concerns me a little bit.
That concerns me too, especially in a 12-teamer. There's probably not a whole lot available out there, but the running back depth worries me a little bit. I'm going B- because there's really no running back depth.
Yeah.
All right. Are you ready for the next one?
I'm ready.
Let's do the next one. How about Team Bear Down?
Bear down.
It's just like an ode to Pat McAfee is how I feel like this has been constructed.
Maybe.
Right off the bat, we got something here from Take Back the North. And I can see you know what the first thing I see on this paper is, Ethan?
What is Kyle doing here?
Kyle's on the sheet.
What is going on? Did
No.
Kyle request this?
If he did,
Was
he did it without
offended? He was offended.
He was totally offended.
Yeah, he's been offended.
What I noticed first off is we have some whiteout.
Oh yeah,
We have some whiteout
too. Yeah,
we have some whiteout. So maybe this wasn't a one take wonder.
No, probably not.
But there's a lot going on here. I mean, you got a chart. You got a bunch of words on here.
So many words.
I mean, so we got a 12-man half PPR. Started 0-5, but is now 7-5. So has won 7 straight matchups.
Yeah, you could tell this is somebody started listening about week 6.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What does he say down here? It says, I know I have 2 QBs plus Watson, but I'm waiting to see how I feel about Kirk. Will most likely drop 2 QBs and roll with Kirk or Watson for the playoffs. Made a few trades, so we'll look at those before we go into the lineup. We got in week 2, he gave up Claypool and got Justin Fields. That's a win.
Yeah.
Week 3, he gave up Justin Fields and Rashad Penny and got Matthew Stafford and Garrett Wilson.
I'm not sure I like that one, Jake.
Not sure I like that one either.
But with hindsight bias, because Fields wasn't really doing much to start the year. So, like,
I get
clearly, like, that he didn't expect what has happened over the last month and a half or 2 months.
Right.
So.
I understand that for sure. Week 4, I mean, he's making like a trade a week here is pretty much what it looks like.
Yeah.
He's got Javonte Williams and T. Higgins, and then he got Austin Eckler and Terry McLaurin. In hindsight, it's great because he gave up an injured running back and got Austin Eckler for it.
Yeah.
So I hate losing T. Higgins, but because he got Eckler in the deal, I don't mind it.
Not bad. And Jamar Chase was going to start. He popped off the 2 weeks after that.
Yep,
so.
Exactly. Week 5, keeping the streak alive. Weeks 2, 3, 4, and 5, traded Ayuk and got Mostert.
Okay, if you need running back help, that's fine.
And then in week 9, he said, I'm sick of Mostert. I'm trading Raheem Mostert and Alec Pierce to get CeeDee Lamb.
Okay, now that's the type of trade that looks like collusion. That's the one where somebody's upset in the chat, in the league chat.
Yeah.
When that trade goes down, they're like, what is going on right now?
Who is giving up CeeDee Lamb for Raheem Mostert and Alec Pierce?
Yeah, that's a little suspicious.
And I don't know. I don't have it off the top of my head, but isn't that in a week? Sam Ehlinger was starting then. So the offense was horrendous in Indianapolis.
That doesn't make any sense to me.
Because I know Alec Pierce.
Was Pittman hurt that week, maybe?
I don't care if he was.
Yeah, that trade is an egregiously.
I mean,
good for you.
Yeah, good for him.
Good for you.
100%. All right, now.
This is why I tell people, initiate the trade talks. Because there's no way the CeeDee Lamb owner is coming at you for Raheem Mostert and Alec Pierce. That guy was like, hey, man, heard you need some running back help. You got 5 wide receivers. You want to do something around Mostert and Pierce?
And the guy was stupid enough to say yes.
And he was like, yeah, I guess. I mean, I really need a running back bad. So, was that before Jeff Wilson got traded?
It was probably right around that time. Right around that time, yeah.
Yeah. Interesting.
Huge dub for you. All right, let's look at the team finally. So we got Kirk Cousins and Dalvin Cook going double Viking off the top.
Yeah.
And then we got Austin Eckler, CeeDee Lamb, and Jalen Waddle. Wow. Cole Kmet, Kenneth Walker as your flex. And then on the bench, you got Trevor Lawrence, Isaiah Pacheco, Terry McLaurin, Garrett Wilson, DPJ, Kadarius Toney, and Deshaun Watson. So he's already addressed having way too many quarterbacks, and he understands that and is going to make a move here pretty soon. Overall, the starting lineup, pretty damn solid. Could use an upgrade at tight end now with some of the pieces that he has on his bench.
Yeah.
I mean, if it's me personally, I'm probably trying to capitalize off of Isaiah Pacheco right now and trying to see if I can go get an upgrade at tight end.
Yeah.
I mean, he's coming off a couple games where he's scoring some fantasy points. They've signed Melvin Gordon. Does that mean that Melvin Gordon's taking that job away? No, but it could mean that he could lose a few touches now and again. Yeah. Maybe you can capitalize on Isaiah Pacheco, but overall, this lineup is pretty stacked. I don't think I cut anything off this picture, Ethan, So I don't know what these squiggles are down here.
Yeah, that was probably his attempt at the Fantasy Headliners logo, and he was like, you know what, I'm going to just cut that off.
I'm going to cut that part off. Okay, I got you.
Because it says the at the top, so I would assume it says the Fantasy Headliners.
Oh, it does. Yeah. I did not notice that.
Yeah. Overall, though, really good team.
Yeah.
Really good team.
I mean, the starting lineup is elite. I can see why you've won 7 straight right here.
Yeah.
The presentation is good. I like the information, the notes. You're aware of your quarterback issue. You did include Kyle's name, so Ethan is definitely going to
deduct
a
half point deduction.
He's going to deduct a point for that.
Yeah.
But yeah, overall solid team. I'm going to give this one a B+.
I'm going to go with. Yeah, I like this team. I'm going to go with a B. I think you need a little bit more at tight end if the trade deadline has not passed in your league.
Yep.
I'm maybe trying to get or look for Darren Waller. Maybe somebody has dropped him. He should be coming back here pretty quick. So, but Pacheco, I think, is the piece that I would use. Maybe even Garrett Wilson. Now that they've gotten a quarterback upgrade, and I'm trying to move into not like elite tight end territory, but at least volume.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe a guy like Njoku, or I'm trying to think of another good. Darren Waller is the one that sticks out to me right now because I do think he's going to come back before the end of the year.
Perfect. All right. There we go. Next one. Now we're going to pocket full of Jackson. But it's Jackson's because it's the dollar sign in there. Okay, yeah. I get you.
Yeah.
Now that is a decent Lamar Jackson jersey right there. Is there purple in there? I think there's some purple along the sleeves and stuff. I think.
Yeah, that's. I mean, he's got the visor. I think Lamar Jackson wears the visor. Yeah, or no?
Yes, but I mean,
the football is that's not looking good. Looks like he's throwing a baguette or something like.
He's out there with a French roll.
He's got a French roll.
He's playing catch with a French roll.
He's trying to throw a loaf of bread.
I mean, it looks like the helmet was like. I do think it was supposed to be the visor, but it kind of the marker kind of bled in there, and now it's just it's like a big black circle for a head. But hey, overall, it's better than I could draw for sure. We have a 10-team PPR, 7-5 right now. Let's see here. People are starting to include notes now, Ethan.
Hey, ever since you mentioned we said that we like the notes. That's right. Our fault.
That's our fault. That's all right. So let's go through the notes here real quick. Waller to IR, straight up trade Everett for Pollard. Had good running back depth and got Williams from wire.
I thought it said from wife at first.
That's what I thought. I was like, why does your wife have him? That's odd.
We don't know. That's weird.
A whole different story. Number 1 waiver, picking up Zay Jones and dropping Darnell Mooney.
Yep, that's good.
Lost Bateman to IR. Allen and Higgins were injured at the same time, so a rough start, 5th in the league. So let's see the overall team here. He's got Lamar Jackson.
That's good.
So he doesn't get any point deductions for that. Nick Chubb, we know we love ourselves some Chubby, and now he gets Houston this week. Joe Mixon even has the red cross next to him there if he clears protocol.
Yeah, he should, but we'll see.
Yep, exactly. That would be a good start for him this week. And then we got Keenan Allen, T. Higgins, Gerald Everett, Jamal Williams, Miles Sanders, Myers and the Eagles. And on the bench, you got Raheem Mostert, Jerry Jeudy, Darnell Mooney, who you're putting in your IR spot, Rondell Moore, who is hurt, and Dawson Knox.
That bench is a war zone, Jake.
That bench is in some trouble.
That bench is hurting bad.
It's almost to the point where there is no bench, Ethan, because everybody is hurt. I know you're picking up Zay Jones for Darnell Mooney's spot, so I can't believe I'm saying this, but this is the 2022 thing to say. I actually like Zay Jones a lot right now.
Yeah. Well, we'll see if that wasn't his best week.
And it's not so much, I don't expect that every game, but to know that it's Zay Jones.
Yeah.
And that he's actually producing and is somewhat of a wide receiver 3 even in fantasy football weekly. I like some Zay Jones. Absolutely. The overall team, though, if you got Chubb, if you got Mixon, Keenan Allen, T. Higgins, I'm going to like it. We got
Chubb.
We got lots of Chubb up in here. Jamal Williams. Williams, the league leader in rushing touchdowns. That's not a bad option to have as your flex play with Miles Sanders. I'm going to give this team right here, being that it's a 10-teamer, I want to go B+. But the bench worries me because everybody is hurt. So right now, Ethan, if he doesn't have Joe Mixon, he's got to have a wing and a prayer that Raheem Mostert does play, and he's going to play against the San Francisco 49ers, and that is a very difficult matchup. I'm worried about the running back depth. I'm worried about the injuries. So I'm going to go B minus, Verge B.
I'm going to go B minus, Jake. I agree. I do like that he has at least some depth where if Joe Mixon doesn't play, you slide Jamal Williams or Miles Sanders up. You can throw Zay Jones, assuming you're number one waiver, so you're going to get him into a flex. That's not horrible in a PPR league. I'd be okay with that this week. That is the whitest Lamar Jackson I have ever seen. And I think I'm going to knock him a little bit for that. Lamar Jackson going at people on Twitter, so be careful.
But hey, Kyle's Twitter handle isn't on here.
Okay, we're going to stick with a solid B-.
But
Jake.
Neither is your Twitter handle.
Yours isn't on there, is it?
Nope.
Okay, that's good. That's good.
Would you have been pissed if it was only mine?
I would be pretty sad, Jake.
All right, so did you give this a grade yet? I
said B-.
Okay,
B-.
All right, here we go. Next one. Last one here. And this one.
Oh, this is a lot.
This is a lot of color here.
I love color.
I love color. This is from
color,
Uday here. Now, Uday tried to fit it all on one sheet of paper and realized about 3/4 of the way through, oh, hell, it ain't going to fit.
Yeah.
I need 2 pieces of paper. So this may be kind of hard for you to read. But so we'll do our best to make sure you hear all the words here. So we got a 12-player league, full PPR, I think.
That's a fancy looking
eyeball?
looking eyeball.
I mean, what is Sauron?
You Lord of the Rings?
Never seen it.
Oh, Jake.
Dude, you've never seen Top Gun, so I don't want to hear it.
Dude, but Lord of the Rings? Oh, Jake.
Dude,
didn't even get my Sauron
Don't even
reference.
start with me. Don't even start with me.
Man,
all right.
Don't be like this. Don't be like this.
All right, so we got a flaming football at the top. He was pick 7. His league name is Death by Auto.
Chubbs. No, that's the league
That's
name.
what I said, league name.
Okay, well, his team
not
name
even
is
listening to
Chubbs
me.
Only.
Chubbs Only. What is this up here? We got
FF3. Is that better not be somebody else's logo on this, Jake? I don't know what that is. FF3. Fantasy
F3,
football.
F3F. The third
Fantasy football number 3.
Maybe it's their 3rd year of playing.
Maybe.
I have no idea.
League name, yeah, hard to say.
So they're 3 and 5.
That's odd.
Is there any hope for me at all?
Question.
3 and 5. That was week after week 8. We're going into week 13.
Was this a resubmission? No, it couldn't have been a resubmission. I would have noticed this one.
No,
this one would have made it on week 8.
Yeah. No, I don't.
I'm confused. Maybe he drew it in week 8 and forgot to submit it.
Maybe. All right, well, let's see what happens. So you got a quarterback, Justin Fields.
Okay, now I'm confused.
Yeah, picked up 1 week.
For week 9.
Oh, 4. That's a 4?
Yeah.
That's a 4?
Yeah.
It looks like a music note.
Well, look at his 4 up here and 4 me.
Okay, for
so
week
that's
9.
Clearly a 4.
I got you. Drop Derek Carr like a bad habit.
Yeah. Habit with, is habit spelled with 2 B's? Habit? That doesn't look right to me. Anyway, keep going. It probably is.
Is it right?
Is it? I don't know.
Hold on. I'm Googling it.
You look it up. I'll read the team for you, Jake. At running back, we got Nick Chubb with 2 capital B's.
It's only 1 damn B in habit.
Yeah, we got a habit, like a rabbit, but instead it's habit.
It's a habit.
We got Leonard Fournette, Cortland Sutton, T. Higgins, Gabe Davis, Zach Ertz, who's probably not in there anymore, Cordero Patterson at the flex, and then Joseph, his kicker. He's got 3 defensive guys. Von Miller, also probably done for the year. Matt Judon, and
Frankie Louvu? Louvu.
Yeah.
Louvu. On the bench, we got bench/waiver collection.
Trying to get us kicked off the YouTubes is what he's trying to do.
Yeah, exactly.
You can read it.
Adult film star Jimmy G. We got Brandon Ayuk, Kyron Williams, Jeff Wilson Jr., Darius Slayton, Van Jefferson. No relation.
No relation. To who? I don't see any U days on.
I don't see no U days on there.
No U days on
there.
But
you know what he included, Ethan?
He included our hashtags and
our blue check marks on Twitter.
That's right. Blue check marks.
Our blue check marks on. He included it.
Hey, good for him.
Good for him. I mean, overall, great.
Can't spell habit, but
yeah,
he's got our check marks on there.
I don't understand. Like I want to double check Twitter, but why was it submitted after week? This should be a week 9 submission. Why are we just now seeing it in week 13?
Yeah. Is there any hope for you? Well,
not with the lineup you got.
I think you're in the past, dude. Like, we don't know. You could be. Who knows what his record is now? I don't know about this.
I mean, I know this is kind of off script. I'm actually going to my Twitter right now.
He's going to go to his Twitter.
I'm going to. This has to be. I want to see what date he submitted it.
Well, he submitted it for this week. I saw it.
I know, but I want to see if there's like a note in the tweet or something. You know what I mean?
Okay. Well, I'll talk about the team here. The team is okay, a little weak at wide receiver. I do like that you've got Fields, Chubb. Fournette's been banged up. We'll see if he can come back or not. But I'm assuming you're putting Jeff Wilson in there to play for Fournette while he's out. Team's okay. I can see why you were 3-5 at one point. Maybe you've made some moves from when you wrote this. Maybe you just don't know what your record is. If you still only have 3 wins at this point in the year, probably not much hope for you.
Well, I got some good news, Ethan.
Oh, that's good. Okay, tell me.
There was a note attached to the tweet.
Oh, okay. What does the note say?
He's currently 7-5, so has won 4 straight.
Dang! Yeah, that does sound like somebody's been watching our stuff.
Yeah, way to go.
We've seen that a lot this year, though.
That's right. He wants to know if there's still any hope for him, and his daughter drew this for him.
Oh, now I feel bad for making fun of the habit. Maybe she doesn't know how to spell habit.
Overall, though, that's the biggest issue is the spelling of habit. Everything else.
Yeah, everything else is pretty good. The team's okay.
You complimented the eyeball right off the bat.
Yeah, I like that eyeball. That's a good eyeball.
That's a great eyeball.
Yeah.
That's one of the best eyeballs I've ever seen.
Yeah.
Overall, though.
Subtle, yeah.
Yeah, overall, though, the team is solid. Obviously, you've had to have made some more moves since this was drawn by your daughter, and now I kind of understand it. He asked her to draw this back then.
Yeah, and
then he didn't submit it. And
kids are slow about stuff.
Yeah, maybe it took her 4 weeks to do it, whatever it is. But now he submitted it. I have no idea. He doesn't say what his daughter's name is.
Yeah.
Shout out to your daughter, though.
Is the daughter a reference to the no relation? What's up with that? That's a mystery.
Is she denouncing her relationship to her father on the internet? I don't think so.
No relation. I don't want to be affiliated with this guy.
Yeah, exactly. Like, listen, I'm going to do this for him because he told me to, but I don't want to.
That's weird, Jake.
Overall, though, I like the color.
Yeah, the color's excellent.
I like the color.
Good drawings.
I like the creativity of it. I like how different things are included in it. I like how it looks like death is like bleeding.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
It's a good looking casket.
Yeah.
Coffin, whatever you want to call it. Overall, the team, I wish I knew what it looked like right now. If I'm evaluating this team this week, you don't have a tight end right now because you don't even have one on the bench. Cordero Patterson's been struggling to get volume. I would probably almost go Ayuk over Cordero Patterson. We don't know for sure about Leonard Fournette right now either, so you may actually have to slide Jeff Wilson Jr. up into that spot. So I don't know exactly what all you have. Overall, I love the submission. I'm going to give the presentation an A.
Yeah. But
the overall submission a B because I have a lot of maybe a B minus just because I have so many questions.
Yeah, I think the team. Well, you're 7-5, so there is some hope. I would say this is more of like a B minus team for me, but the presentation is excellent. So the presentation I would give a solid A.
Yeah.
But B minus for the team itself. So overall, though, really great submission. Appreciate all the color.
Oh yeah, we love that color.
Please help us out with the no relation mystery. That's going to bug me for the rest of the week.
Yeah, make sure you just go on to the tweet and just tell us what.
Yeah, just let us know.
What are we not related to?
Yeah, are we not related?
Are we?
We're.
I thought we were family.
I thought we were.
I thought we were all.
Crazy.
That was Headliner Nation. I thought we were a big family, a big community of people. So let us know what that is down below. But these are always fun to do.
Yes.
It was great to have the doc in the house to do a show us your teams. Even his hand. Look at his hands coming into my screen right now. But hopefully you enjoyed another segment here of Show Us Your Teams here for Week 13. We look forward to seeing you once again in Week 14. So make sure you follow us on Twitter so you can drop your submissions and maybe you'll find yourself on YouTube in the very near future. But for the doc and myself, have a good rest of your day. All right, so there you had it. Show us your teams for Week 13. Be ready for Week 14 because we're going to need some more submissions. But now we're going to head outside and see what the weather looks like for Week 13.
Hey, what's going on, guys? Dr. Ethan Turner here, and I know that you are not expecting me when we're talking about the weather, but I have heard the rumors, I've heard the speculation, and because I'm here in North Carolina hanging out with my boy Jake, I decided I should come clean about the Tater Miles gimmick. I didn't want to bring all the stuff on the plane, so we don't really have a whole lot of weather to talk about. There's one game, San Francisco. There is some reports that Miami and San Francisco could get...
here?
Hey, man, I'm just recording the weather.
What do you mean recording the weather? That's my job. You think you can just fly down here on your little airplane because you're a doctor and take everybody's jobs?
Jake, there's a homeless guy in your backyard yelling at me.
Don't call Jake. This is a me and you thing.
Oh, hey, you want to push me?
I
want to push you out.
Get out of here to take my job. Miami and San Francisco. 24% chance of rain.
I'm going to show you, Bang. Say it. Say Kyle's a bitch.
I can't do it. I can't do it. Say it now. Oh, what? Are you hurt? Maybe you should call a real doctor.
What did you just say?
You heard me. I said, not a real doctor. What are you doing to me?
I'm taking out the trash. And stay in there. Hope you learned your lesson. That's the weather. Back to you, Jake.
Woo! Kyle's a bitch!
That's not ideal. I need to go take care of that. We're gonna send it right over to Mack's Friday Flyers right now.
Yo, Headliner Nation, what's good? It's your boy Big Mac. I'm back again, baby, with the Friday Flyers. That's 5 guys. If you got room on your bench, stash them away and get ahead of the waiver wire. So look, without further ado, let's get into it. All right, guys, first up, I want to talk about Noah Brown, wide receiver from the Dallas Cowboys. So we know Odell Beckham is out here on this little tour, you know, see who wants his services and everything like that. Hell, him and Dak and Jerry are probably out there on a boat somewhere, shirtless. But at any rate, Noah Brown, he's seen about 75% of the snaps already. So he's been worked into the offense, you know, as we see it right now. So he's a long shot, true enough. But if Odell doesn't go there, they're going to need a third option within this offense. James Washington's not the answer. Schultz has been hurt. So they're going to need something to kind of help open it up underneath. Tony Pollard is a good option, you know, out of the backfield. Zeke doesn't really catch passes, as we know, but he's great north and south. So they're going to need another weapon. So in time past, Noah Brown has proven to be somebody they can depend on in a pinch, you know, very slightly. But again, this is the playoff season. We get ready to start the fantasy playoffs as well. So we're going to start taking these long shots. Noah Brown is just as good as anybody right now. Like I said, if you got room on your bench, just stash him away. Next player up is another Noah Gray from the Kansas City Chiefs. So he is Travis Kelce's handcuff, but he's been incorporated into this offense. They run a lot of 12 personnel, and he's seen about 50 to 60% of the snap share, even with Travis Kelce in the lineup. But here's the thing. Now we're getting, like I said, later in the season, you know, injuries come up. Hell, they've got a lot of guys that's riddled with injuries right now. Juju, Kadarius can't get right, Tony, McCole Hardman. So they're going to have more pass catchers to be able to help, you know, loosen the defense up a little bit. You know, Pacheco, we got a lot of options underneath. But like I said, if anything happens to Travis Kelce, that's a huge uptick for Noah Gray. So you want to have him get ahead of the curve. Like I said, he's been used here more frequently the past couple of weeks, or actually 2 weeks ago, you know, he had a score. So his target share is going up slightly. But again, like I said, he's Travis Kelce's handcuff. That's the biggest asset I can say with having Noah Gray on your bench, basically. And like I said, if anything was ever happening to Travis Kelce, don't wish any injuries on anybody. But it's a part of the game. It happens, right? But if that happens, now you got a lottery ticket going into the playoffs. All right, we want to stay in Kansas City. I got one more player out there. Justin Watson, wide receiver. He's a big wide receiver, about 6'2", 217 pounds. You know, so he's a huge target for Pat Mahomes. Again, they're riddled with injuries right now. We don't know when Kadarius is going to come back. Hopefully Juju will be back this week. But at any rate, you want a piece of an offense that throws the ball almost 80% of the time. And that's the Kansas City Chiefs. One of the most pass-happy offenses in the game right now. So you want any piece of that offense. And Justin Watson is one of those guys that he's been worked into the offense and he's been playing well. So that's a guy you want to just stash on your end of your bench in the event that if one of these other guys, like I said, McCole Hardman's out on IR right now. So they're kind of limited. So you want somebody that can be able to come in and have an opportunity to, receive some of those balls, from Pat Mahomes. So go out there and get Justin Watson and just like I said, put him on your end of your bench and, see what happens. Next up, I want to talk about Harrison Bryant, tight end from the Cleveland Browns. So David Njoku is dealing with some type of knee soreness, knee issue. Not real sure about his status for the end of the week. So just stay tuned to the channel. I'm sure we'll have some more information on that. But at any rate, even if he does play, with Deshaun Watson coming back, they run a lot of 12 personnel. So they're going to have 2 tight end sets out there. And Deshaun Watson has been known to hit tight ends. That didn't sound right. But at any rate, again, those are one of those weapons that he likes to use, especially with this running game. With the way the running game is playing right now, we all know what Sir Nicholas Chubb is. He's going to give you 100 yards a game, pretty much. I mean, he's looking like the best running back in the game right now. So a lot of teams are going to commit to stopping the run first and foremost. Now you got Peoples-Jones playing well, Amari Cooper. This offense is going to really open up with Deshaun Watson there. So you want a piece of that. And again, if something is wrong with Njoku and he doesn't play, Harrison Bryant is going to receive that target share that Njoku would normally get. And like I said, we saw even in Houston, Deshaun Watson did target the tight end. So Harrison Bryant could be a good look going forward, especially coming up in the playoffs. All right, last but not least, I want to talk about a wide receiver in Jacksonville. That's marvelous Marvin Jones. So look, right now, that offense is clicking. Lawrence is looking good. ETN, he's a little banged up, but hopefully he'll be back. So, that's another pass catching weapon out of the backfield. Evan Ingram doing great. Zay Jones. So this young offense is starting to really have an uptick in production. But the main thing I want to talk about is their schedule going forward is awesome. They got some great matchups going forward. And this is a team that's going to throw the rock. So you want a piece of that, right? Marvin Jones right now is roughly about 7% owned in most platforms, Yahoo, ESPN. He's lowly owned right now. So you can go ahead. Everybody's out there probably getting Zay Jones this week. Go snag Marvin. Like I said, Marvin's been proven from Cincinnati to his Detroit days. The guy's got sure hands. And he's in the offense now. Like I said, they're going to sling that rock. So you might want to grab him and just, see what happens. He could even be a flex play this week. Great matchup this weekend. So look, guys, I appreciate the time once again. Like I said, go and check these guys out. Hopefully they're sitting on your waiver wire somewhere and you can go ahead and get ahead of the curve. Hey, this is the fantasy playoffs, baby. I know y'all going to do it because y'all listen to us. You know what I mean? Not to toot our own horns, but hey, we're here for the people. We love you guys, right? So, as always, peace, blessings, salute.
Awesome, Mac. I appreciate that. But you know what? I got to take a quick second. I'm a little bit disappointed in y'all. I mean, y'all can't be doing that. We have a business to run here. We can't be arguing and fighting with each other. So this is what we're going to do. I'm going to end the show. I gave you each some paper and a Sharpie. You need to write down your side of the story, and when we're done here, we'll have a nice little conversation. Okay? Can you do that? Please. Thank you. Anyway, that's going to wrap up our Week 13 Tailgate show. Hopefully you enjoyed all the segments once again. I can't believe that right now we're already through 13 weeks of the NFL season. Can you believe that? It's absolutely crazy to think about how quick this season is going, but we're doing it, alongside you, Headliner Nation. We greatly appreciate the support. If you could do me a favor, if you haven't yet, hit the like button down below and consider subscribing if you haven't already. We look forward to ending the season strong and walking away with a bunch of championship trophies. But for now, I'm going to get out of here for the day. Hopefully you have a great rest of your day, and we'll talk to you later. What the hell are you doing?